Hello, Your Honor, and welcome back from the weekend. Hope you had a great Lightcast weekend. Sunny, chatty, but pensive. Could be one way or the other. It's basically being hyper-minded, either internally or externally. We're coming off of Lightcast weekend. The moon was crossing over the sun. That's a new moon for those newbies out there, giving you the power to change your attitude or put the intention out to change your attitude. Where emotions caught up with thoughts over this last weekend. And today we have Uranus breakdown, breakthrough vibration. In other words, probably getting to the bottom of a certain intellectual habit that you fall into. These are mind games. These are attitudes. You know, one attitude that's pretty popular, I always say to people in my private readings, a lot of people say, well, I hope I get the job. Oh, really? You hope you get the job? That means you assume you're not going to get the job. And if you do get the job, well, you'll be happy. I don't hope. I will get a job. I will get the job I want. That is an affirmation. But a subtlety like that in our mind can sabotage our manifestations, and we have to become aware of the power of our thoughts, right? Thoughts become things. That's what they say in The Secret, and that's true, but that's because our thoughts are always sending to our whole soul, hey, this is what it will be. Hey, this is what it will be. So hopefully a breakdown, breakthrough in your mental process where you have discovered where the words you choose or the way you say it to be latent with poison or potential. Kind of depends on which way you go with that coin. But today I think you will start to get it. This may also play out with a particular message with someone else, by the way. You might have been in a heated debate in the last 24 hours, and you might realize it was your thoughts that got you in the debate, not the other person. Now, as the day progresses, I do expect you to get a bit fatigued. The moon's going to move into Capricorn, pulling your emotional self-reflection into self-nurturing. So your emotions are reflecting your state of self-nurturing the second half of the day. So if you're sad, you need to nurture your inner self. Your inner self is sad. You're not nurturing enough. If you feel depleted, you need more self-nurturing energy. If you feel mad, the baby inside you needs a little more self-nurturing. And there might be a bit of an emotional attachment tied to that self-nurturing. Okay? An emotional attachment is something our emotions fall into a habit of. It's an emotional habit that we fall into that may not necessarily serve us. All right? So maybe when you don't feel protected or nurtured, you fall into a depression. Well, okay, how is that serving you? You do have a choice, says Pluto, to let go. Let it go and let it flow, to not indulge in that emotion. And today you'll be invited to not indulge in an emotion that doesn't serve your self-nurturing. Does that make sense? And it's Monday. We've got an episode of Julie Zepper's Meditation Vibration going live today. She is helping us change our perception this month. And by changing our perception, changing our reality. So for instance, with your emotional attachment, maybe it's the way you're looking at it that's getting you depressed. You could look at it differently, and maybe you could detach from that emotion. So watch Julie to help you to detach from your emotion and change your perception. All right, that's all I have for today. But tomorrow we're going to talk about Saturn and some good things ahead. You don't hear me say that often. Until then, live, love, be. So God.